Namco Bandai has released Tekken Hybrid, a brand new Tekken package containing 2 games and a movie. The first of these games is an old favorite of mine in the Tekken franchise known as Tekken Tag Tournament for the PlayStation 2, now rendered in HD. The second is Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Prologue, a demo for the upcoming release of Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Finally, we come to the CG film, known as Tekken Blood Vengeance. But is this package really worth it? Well, we'll find out in this review. Before I go on, I would like to establish a few things about the package. For the story portion of this review, I will not be mentioning Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Prologue, since it does not have a story mode. Also, I will not be mentioning Tekken Blood Vengeance in the gameplay section, because obviously, it's a movie. Now, on to the review. Let's delve into Tekken Tag Tournament HD. Tekken Tag, well, does not really have a plot or a storyline. It was just really to allow players to be able to play as characters from the first 3 Tekken games in one new game. While each character has their own endings and such, there's no dialogue or sound effects. It just has one music track playing for each ending. From what I could interpret, it really just shows the relationship between certain characters in the game. However, not much else. While the endings were fine, it would have been nice to really hear some dialogue between the characters when they converse in the endings, or being able to hear some sound effects in the endings. Now for Tekken Blood Vengeance. So to not give any spoilers, as it is a film, I will just give my general impressions. Basically, it's a brand new story with some story elements from Tekken 6. Now for those who have not played the Tekken games and followed the storyline, the plot could be a little difficult for you to understand, as the movie assumes you already know about the storyline of Tekken. It would have been better if they would have given out more details about the character's history and motivation. However, some characters have been completely changed in terms of the roles they play in the movie in comparison to the games.
Yes, so, Mr. Lee...
Excellent! Welcome to my classroom. Now, if you will, take a seat right over there.
Where exactly?
Any. Just pick whichever one is available.
But, sir, every seat is available.
The students are busy with the coming festival.
However, this makes sense since it's a brand new story. Overall, though, the film's plot was enjoyable. It had some entertaining fights, and has some funny moments as well.
Who are you?
This house was once my pride and joy.
But it did leave a few unanswered questions that were never really addressed. All in all, it's really a movie made for the Tekken fans rather than newcomers. Let's start with Tekken Tag Tournament HD. Overall, the visuals are decent for the game, with better resolution and more improved textures in the character models and stages, in comparison to the original Tekken Tag. Now for Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Prologue. The graphics are great. The character models are basically the same as Tekken 6. This is fine because the character models look very good. The environments, however, have shown some improvement. They seem to be livelier and more vibrant than in Tekken 6. Now for the Tekken Blood Vengeance film. The CGI is absolutely brilliant, from the characters to the environments. The lip-syncing animations for the characters were better than I expected. While not perfect, the lip movement matched the voice actors relatively well.
Well now, it's my dear sister, Anna.
Nina, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
It has. What do you say we celebrate?
I'm just waiting on you.
Tekken Tag Tournament HD has all the same soundtracks from the original. Overall, a solid and nostalgic soundtrack. As this is a demo, I can't really completely judge the soundtrack. My impressions thus far are that the tracks are decent. There are a few new tracks, and some tracks from the previous games have been remixed into this game. There's a few samples of background music featured in the demo. The voice acting, well, I can't really give my opinion yet, as this is still just a demo and not the full game. In Tekken Blood Vengeance, the voice acting is respectable. There are no problems. All the voice actors do a solid job in reprising their roles, and they suit them well. The music is also solid. In Tekken Tag HD, the gameplay is similar to that of the original. However, there are a few differences in the HD version though. The first is that all the characters and their endings are unlocked right from the get-go. The bonus Tekken Bowl mode is also unlocked. The 1-on-1 mode was removed from the HD version of this game. For those who have not played the original, the 1-on-1 mode is very similar to the arcade mode. However, you play through a traditional 1-on-1 arcade match instead of a tag match. Also, there are no endings after you beat all the stages. I'm a little disappointed about this as I can't find any valid reason to why they would remove this mode. Finally, there is one new component in the HD version. Now you're able to unlock trophies, which helps add to the replay value if you're into collecting trophies and such. The core system and such are still the same. In the game, you're in team matches instead of the standard 1-on-1 match. In an arcade match, you pick two fighters who you fight as. In the battle, you're up against another tag team. Since you have two fighters, you also have 2 health bars for each fighter. In a fight, you can tag out to switch to your second fighter. If you switch characters, the character that is currently tagged out will begin to regain some health after a certain period of time if they have taken damage. You also have the bonus Tekken Bowl mode. This is a little mini-game. You choose your tag team and play a game of bowling. Each fighter takes 1 turn for each frame. When bowling, you have 2 mechanisms. The first, on your left, will show you in which direction you want the ball to spin in. The second one, on the right, will show you the amount of power you want to shoot the ball. Overall, a fun minigame. My overall impressions of Tekken Tag HD is while entertaining, and it does allow you to unlock trophies, which is great. Something like an online mode though would have made the game a lot more interesting. Now for Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Prologue. As this is a demo, I can't really go into that much depth with it, so I will just give my first impressions and so on. The sequel overall has the same mechanics as the previous game. There seems to be more focus on team attacks, combos, juggles that you can execute. I'm looking forward to see what tag moves that you can pull off, and if there are any unique moves for specific characters. Now, what is also interesting is how the Rage mode works. Now, Rage mode in Tekken was first introduced in Tekken 6. Now, the Rage mode activates when your fighter's health is low, and it gives the fighter a boost in strength. The health bar begins to glow red when Rage mode is activated. However, in Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Prologue, instead of the fighter currently in battle going into Rage mode, the tag partner will be in Rage mode. This is also quite an interesting way to use the Rage mode, as it also makes the Rage mode rather balanced. This is because the tag partner will most likely have more health than your current character, but they can only use Rage mode for a short amount of time. You also have the ability to unlock trophies, which was a nice surprise, as this is the first demo I've actually seen that has trophies to unlock. Now for the game modes. Let's start with the arcade mode. In the arcade mode you have 4 characters to select from: Devil Jin, Devil Kazuya, Alisa, and Xiao Yi. You pick your tag team and then you go fight. You fight through 4 stages and that's it. Then you complete the arcade mode. Again, since this is a demo, this is to be expected. The last part to Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Prologue is the model viewer. This is where you get to view a 3D model of the 4 demo characters. All in all, a good showing for the upcoming release of the full game. Well, is this Tekken package worth it? Well, I rather enjoyed it. If you're not a Tekken fan, then I'd suggest you rent it first if you're interested. If you are a Tekken fan, then I think you'll get some enjoyment out of this package. So I would recommend to those who are fans of the series to check this out.